What's up guys? Today I would like to do a video uncovering the possible return of the backyard sports franchise, and in particular, backyard football. It's been 25 years since the original edition of backyard football was released. With the beloved gaming franchise set to return, which pro players will represent the NFL inside of the game in 2024? A few weeks ago, Playground Productions announced that it will be bringing back the backyard sports video gaming series nearly 30 years after backyard baseball was released in 1997. While many other details for the upcoming game are still unclear, it was a welcome wave of nostalgia for so many fans of the series. The game reportedly won't feature any professional players like the games once did in its earlier versions, but one can still dream that future editions might include the pros again, just like before. While we wait for more details on the series to unfold, it can't hurt to imagine which players a modernized version of the game would include. Today I will be selecting the 10 players of whom I think would best represent the NFL in the game's return, as well as an estimation of their skill points in the game's 5 categories, which are throwing, catching, running, blocking, and kicking. This simply will not be the single 10 best players in football right now, but players with unique skill sets and standout personalities which would make good for gaming. With all that being said, I'm ready to unveil these players to you, so let's get started. Our first player to go and first quarterback is none other than Aaron Rodgers, a true legend of the game who will be representing the New York Jets. That still feels weird to me with him playing with the Packers for so long, but Aaron Rodgers undoubtedly deserves a spot in the backyard football reboot because he's arguably one of the most iconic quarterbacks of this generation. He's known for his incredible arm talent and being one of the all-time clutch performers. His ability to throw dimes on the move and pull off miraculous Hail Marys make him a perfect fit for the fun and unpredictable style of backyard football. Rodgers' combination of IQ, charisma, and ability to make jaw-dropping throws make him a fan favorite for sure. Aaron will have max throwing stats, 2 catching and running, and 1 for blocking and kicking. Next to go, representing the San Francisco 49ers, is Christian McCaffrey, a true Pop Warner legend, and I think this would be a good time to revisit the iconic video of him scoring a touchdown against some mascots many years ago.
Pat from the New England Patriots. It's another reverse, and another reverse, a reverse. And it's Christian McCaffrey. He's at the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Christian McCaffrey.
That's amazing. Well, whether it's running, catching, or even throwing the ball, there's simply not much on the football field McCaffrey can't do. He will have a 3 for throwing and catching, a 4 for running, and 2 for blocking and kicking, making him probably one of the most unstoppable forces in the backyard. Our third player and first wide receiver, representing the Minnesota Vikings, is Justin Jefferson. Justin's smooth route running and jaw-dropping catches make him the perfect addition for backyard football. He's known for torching defenders with his blazing speed and ability to make circus-like catches. He will be the go-to guy as a person who can turn any play into a touchdown at any moment. He will have a 2 for throwing, max stats for catching and running, and a 1 for blocking and kicking. And we all know who will have the best touchdown celebration in the game.
I say right foot creep, walking with that heater. Look around, stay low, make sure they don't see you. Catch some bad, walk down, face them with that heater.
Our next player and second quarterback taken will be Lamar Jackson of the Minnesota Vikings. And also I want to add that these are not any kind of ranking. These players are simply just placed in alphabetical order. Lamar would definitely bring his electrifying energy to backyard football with his speed and playmaking ability at quarterback. Whether he's breaking ankles or launching deep balls downfield, he's going to be a constant highlight machine for sure. His ability to turn broken plays into game-changing moments I think he'd be perfect for this type of game. Lamar will have a 3 for throwing, a 3 for catching, max speed, 1 for blocking, and 2 for kicking. The fifth and first defensive player that will be added to the game will be Micah Parsons. I don't think we could make a football game without including at least one player from the Dallas Cowboys. He definitely deserves a spot because there's all-around dominance on defense with his elite speed, strength, and versatility. He's going to be able to chase down ball carriers, disrupt passes, and even score touchdowns if you like him to. His relentless play style is going to make him a game changer on both sides of the ball in this game. With the 1 for throwing, 2 for catching, max speed, 3 for blocking, and 2 for kicking, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with on this game. So we're halfway through the selection. How do we feel about the picks so far? Let me know down in the comments. But let's continue. Our 6th player here and 2nd defensive player, we have Myles Garrett of the Cleveland Browns. I think this one here is a no-brainer with his freakish athleticism and his dominant pass rushing ability. His blend of power and speed are going to make him an unstoppable force on defense, and he's going to wreak havoc on any opposing offense. But whether he's sacking the quarterback or just disrupting passes, he's going to be a huge advantage to any football team. This next player, Patrick Mahomes, the face of the NFL, and would probably make a strong case for the cover athlete of a new backyard football game. He's representing the Kansas City Chiefs. He would be the ideal star for this game with his ability to make, incredible throws and time after time again, just coming up clutch and making magic happen at the end of football games. His no-look passes, deep balls, and abilities to scramble and keep plays alive with his legs will make him a constant threat on every play. Mahomes' creativity and swagger would capture the fun and spirit of backyard football like no other. He'll have a max throwing, of course, 2 for catching, 3 for running, and 2 for blocking and kicking. Our last defender to make the game will be TJ Watt of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think his relentless energy and his ability to take over games on defense will make him perfect for this game's reboot. He just has a knack for sacking the quarterback, forcing turnovers, and swatting passes, and this is going to make him super dynamic on defense. I think his all-out effort on every play and ability to make game-changing plays will, just add a level of intensity and excitement to the backyard. He will have a 1 for throwing and catching, a 3 for running, a 4 for blocking, and a 3 for kicking. And this reboot wouldn't be possible without including at least one of the Kelsey brothers. I'm not sure if either of them actually have any involvement with the reboot of this game, but I know they were very vocal about it a few months ago, and I'm glad that we finally may get a chance to relive the backyard franchise again. But here we have Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs, who's arguably the best tight end in the game. I apologize to any George Kittle fans. But his blend of size, speed, and agility at the tight end position is just unmatched. Whether it's leaping over defenders' heads or breaking tackles, he can turn any catch into a huge gain. His reliable hands and ability to dominate in key moments, as we've seen so many times before in Super Bowls, it's going to make him the ultimate target on any backyard team. He will have a 4 for catching, a 3 for both running and blocking, and a 2 for kicking. And our 10th and final player is the Cheetah himself, and probably the fastest player in the entire NFL. We have Tyreek Hill of the Miami Dolphins. I think backyard football will be the epitome of a player like Tyreek Hill. Like I said, his blazing speed and ability to outrun any defender, I think he'll be able to play just about any position in this game, and he could probably score from anywhere on the field. So Tyreek Hill is going to be a great pickup for any team. He will have max catching stats, max running, 2 for blocking, kicking, and also throwing as well. But that was the last of our player selection, and that will be it for this video. This was really difficult, list of 10 players to make, but I tried to keep it as close as possible to the format that the earlier backyard footballs used. I think in the first version in 1999, they included 8 players, and I think 6 of those were quarterbacks, and you had Barry Sanders and Jerry Rice as the other skill positions. And then in the 2002 and 2004 version, they included 10 players with a little bit more variety, and I think they included 2 defensive players in each of those. So here I think I have 3 or 4 quarterbacks, 4 skill positions at running back and receiver, and then 3 defensive guys. So yeah, I tried to make it as even as possible, and I tried to make sure to add a little bit of variety and kind of highlight every position or most positions that I think would be best for a backyard football game. But let me know down in the comments what you think about my list. If you think any guys got snubbed. I know off the top of my head, guys like Josh Allen or Russell Wilson, players like that would also be great for this game, and even like a Dak Prescott with a huge fan base. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I have enjoyed it. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.